sounds like.
I shouldn't have smoked so much.
Is that a female Yoda?
It is.
It sounds. Yeah. It sounds like a half Mrs. Doubtfire and half Yoda. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, children. And hello, everyone out there.
Hello.
Welcome back to the best show ever, episode
BSC.
4. And hold on, check the budget out here. This is totally new set dressings.
Dude, you're right.
This is our other studio we have here.
AKA Kev's apartment.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Yeah. So this, don't be too disoriented. We're still trying to figure out this new space as well.
Where am I?
Of course, Nick takes his opportunity to do his miming, which I don't know what this is right here. I don't know. I think we've all done miming like that before. I'm not sure. Episode 4 of what people are calling the best show ever.
By people, we mean us.
I mean us, the two of us. Yes. So.
And we're the authority if you think about it, since we're the ones who created it.
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah.
I have seen some people in the comments refer to it as the best show ever. So thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
I don't know if they're just calling it by name, or maybe they didn't know the title, Nick, and they're thinking it is the best show ever. If so, they don't watch a lot of TV.
They're accurate. Well, that's right, because this isn't on TV. This is on the web.
On the web, yes. So welcome to the show.
Yes.
A lot of stuff to get to
This
here.
is one of our Christmas spectacular episodes.
Wow.
Yes.
Christmas spectacular.
That's right, yeah. We're really bumping it up.
I feel like we need sparklers or something like that. It just
we'll get there.
Pyrotechnics, We'll see what happens. But
yes.
Have you, I don't know, speaking of which, have you done your Christmas shopping yet?
Yeah, so this is something that I think every year becomes more of a stressor than something that becomes really fun, right? So this year, I decided, you know what? I'm going to nip this in the bud. That's actually how you say that, by the way. Nip this in the bud.
Not the butt.
Not in the butt. That's correct. I'm going to get everyone's present on Black Friday.
Look at you.
And I'm going to find something that is good, that I can buy at one store that will apply to a lot of different people, right?
And we did give some Black Friday recommendations. So you used the show for your own personal gain. You offered Black Friday recommendations. You took advantage of.
I did.
That's
I really
smart.
did.
That's very smart, actually.
And now there's no stress. So every time that I go somewhere, do something, I'm not thinking about whose present do I have to buy. No. I did it already. Now the holidays are all mine.
That is a very stressful thing about the holidays. All of a sudden it's a week beforehand and you have people that you have no idea what you're going to get them.
No clue. What are you doing for it?
You know what? We're not doing gifts this year. My family.
What?
We're not doing gifts this year.
Are you guys gonna at least write each other emails?
Poems or emails or something?
Fortune cookies?
But the reason why we're not doing it, and please tell us in the comments if you're doing gifts, not doing gifts, is for all the things you said, Nick, is that the stress, plus we're all old enough now where, Santa Claus, shall we say, doesn't necessarily visit the home for us anymore. So it's not what it was as a kid. So we're actually not doing gifts because of the stress you're talking about, because you gotta buy these gifts. You got to create a list of all the things you want.
If you're naughty or nice.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know what though, Kev? I got to agree with that. I think that's really nice. And as I've gotten older, I would say that the amount of gift givage has definitely
it's gone down.
Came to, a minimal. And it's because your parents, when you're an adult, your parents don't know what you want anymore, you know? If they buy you Fallout 4 and you're like, I don't even own the video game device.
That being said, Nick, I do expect a gift from you.
Oh, you're getting one. I already got it on Black Friday.
I know what it is if it was one of the top 5 electronics purchased. Another show item that we mentioned
Panasonic.
Yeah, the giant TV, I'll take it.
And I also have a bit of news. Okay. So I started a TV show.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
Very exciting.
It's on Fox. The debut is January 15th. It's called Fab Lab.
Oh, okay.
It's an EI show, education, infotainment, information. Who knew? We all know in the industry. Yeah. But yeah, so it's all about technology, innovation, and science. So make sure to watch.
Watch that. Check that out for sure.
4 weeks.
Yeah, we'll remind you. Don't worry about that. There'll be plenty of opportunities.
It's Christmas time, and that means one thing only.
Only one thing.
Only one thing.
What's that one thing?
Ugly sweater parties. You know they're coming, right?
If you're like me, you're getting invited to 3 or 4
thousand
per day. Your ugly sweater. Come have an ugly sweater breakfast. Have an ugly sweater lunch. Have an ugly sweater dinner, and come by later for ugly sweater drinks. They're everywhere, Nick. Ugly sweater parties are everywhere.
So on this week's Lawyer Up, we decided to take to the court. Is it getting out of hand? Is it just too much? What is the fate of the ugly sweater at the ugly sweater party?
What is the fate of it? You mean, what are we going to do with the ugly sweater?
Yeah, are we going to burn it? I mean, we're going to crucify it? Like, what are we going to do?
All right, let's do it. Are we burning ugly sweaters? We don't even need pre-show meetings here.
We don't.
We just fly off the cuff.
There's a fly on your cuff?
Oh yeah, let's get it.
Oh my lord.
So ugly sweater parties, good or bad? Do we burn the ugly sweaters when we're done? What side do you want to take here,
Are
Nick?
ugly sweater parties good? I say yes. Okay, let me tell you why. There's multiple reasons why the ugly sweater parties are so great. Number one, everyone already has an ugly sweater, whether you know it or not. Most people think that their favorite sweater isn't ugly, but in fact, it really is really ugly. And if you're from the Midwest, you've gotten plenty of these. In fact, they take up so much closet space that it would be appropriate to not only wear to the ugly sweater party, but also just so happen to forget it at the party too. It's kind of like recycling in this green, community that we live in. So therefore, not only are you helping the planet, but you're also having a good time and making use of those sweaters.
I wonder every time you come over my place, you leave a sweater behind.
That's right.
Here's what I'll say. So since you're taking ugly sweater parties are a good thing, here's the thing I was. Ugly sweater parties, they had their time, all right? They were fun. It was a good fad. But once the Gap and once Abercrombie and Fitch, once Target, once Walmart start selling ugly sweaters, then this might be when we've reached the point of saturation. At one point, as you said, you'd climb up in the attic and you'd blow off the dust on the top of the box and you'd get the ugly sweater that Grandma made you.
Is Grandma in a coffin and is she still? Is she wearing?
You gotta pry it out of Grandma's hand as she's
Your name stitched into it still?
Yes, exactly.
It says
I don't know how you got your ugly sweaters. That's how I got my ugly sweaters. Pried it from her hand.
Teach his own. Maybe that's why, objection, maybe that's why Kev doesn't like ugly sweater parties, is because he has an emotional detachment from it because he was so scarred for the way that he got his first ugly sweater.
I don't know why we couldn't just get him from the Salvation Army like the rest of the kids.
Exactly. So here's the other thing I want to say. You mentioned it, the Salvation Army. You already gave it away. You don't need to go to a nice fancy store, a corporate entity that has, put a lot of brain power into these ugly sweaters. Just go to your local Salvation Army and it helps the community. You get a really ugly sweater, and if you don't have an ugly sweater, you can make an ugly sweater.
Okay, that is a good point. Here's the one thing I'll say. Now, all the ugly sweaters are gone from the Salvation Army. As soon as somebody buys them, they take them. And if you're like me before, how many times have you showed up to an ugly sweater party and you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys have the same ugly sweater that you got from Target? Because part of the ugly sweater is you're trying to find something unique.
That's true.
So all of a sudden you've got half of them have the red sweater from Target, half of them have the green sweater from Target. Or from Abercrombie, yeah.
It was like a $56 ugly sweater.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? That is a good point. All right, and I will give you credit for making it. I have seen some people that are very creative that make their own ugly sweater.
Yes. You can uglify any sweater. I can guarantee it. So let us know. What do you think? Is it the death of the ugly sweater party, or is it just the beginning for this amazing holiday tradition?
Wow, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know in the comment section below, because you already know what my vote is.
Yeah. And if you want to invite us to an ugly sweater party, we have plenty of ugly sweaters. Let us know. We will come. We will show up. We will enjoy.
Pry it out of our grandma's deceased hands.
Or one from Target. We'll see.
Or that.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. All right, I think we can get in our formal way, Nick. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm done.
We just finished our lawyer up. People can let us know what they think in the comments section.
Absolutely.
For our list here this week.
Yes, top 5.
Part of the fun of the holiday season are the movies.
Absolutely.
Right? You got classic movies. You got brand new movies that are coming out. I saw a billboard for, I think, is it Krampus? Is it like some monster that's killing people? That's probably not going to be a holiday classic, but who knows? We'll see.
Do you know why holiday movies work so well? Because when the family comes together and they don't hang out that often, they don't know what else to do.
To say to each other.
After you've talked about, your paper route when you were 7 years old, are you doing well in college? Oh, that's right, Susie, you never graduated college. All right, that's a bitter subject. We're not going to talk about that anymore. You know what? The turkey is dry, all right? The turkey's dry. Stop talking about it, Aunt. the Debbie.
I thought it might be Susie again, the one
That's
from
right,
last show.
Aunt Susie.
Aunt Susie gets a lot of crap on our
That
show
she
from
does.
Nick.
That's why movies work so well.
So that's why what we're going to do for you guys is we're going to count down the top 5 holiday movies as voted on
Yes.
and posted by AMC.
.com. All right, here we go.
So let's start with number 5 holiday movies.
Number 5. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Come on.
That's pretty good.
It doesn't get better than a cartoon Grinch staring down at the Who's in Whoville.
It's a classic, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, as a kid, I can remember watching that on Christmas Eve. And so, I mean, and there's really sort of a classic type, you know, story to it, you know? Stealing from children the night before Christmas. I mean, I think we can all relate to that, right?
And who doesn't want to go out afterwards and buy their very own Zingtuppet and their Wham Bambler and their Kook Fakler?
But it's also a great marketing campaign. I mean, look, it's like a holiday classic. It's a preamble to like kids want to see that. Great marketing technique.
And you know what? Let me also give How the Grinch Stole Christmas credit. It jumps in and it jumps out. I think it's got a runtime. I'm not sure, Nick, but I would say it's maybe like 45 minutes to an hour.
That's perfect.
It's not some 3-hour, Braveheart during Christmas where you need like to dedicate a whole evening. You're able to watch this,
Star
get
Wars
in,
episode
get out.
1, 2, 3,
exactly.
4, 5,
Get a
6.
little Christmas cheer and move on.
Yes.
Nice job, Grinch. Our next one on our
Thank
list.
you for the brevity.
Is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase.
So good. I think this actually is not number 4. Just gonna say that out right now. I love this movie. I think the reason this movie works so well is because every family can relate to this debacle, if you will. You know, it's like, that happens. We all have those type of people that
and it's so quotable, and bravo to Randy Quaid out there. You gotta love Cousin Eddie coming to Christmas. So many great lines. It's such a quotable movie.
It is. And I feel like we all have that one family member that you're like,
that's your Cousin Eddie. It's not Aunt Susie, is it?
Oh man, maybe Aunt Susie better watch out.
I would say hopefully Audrey can watch our show, but she'll see it later, Nick. Her eyes are frozen. Nice job, National Lampoon.
Nice. Number 3. Didn't think this was actually technically a Christmas movie, but apparently it is, and it definitely makes sense. Home Alone.
See, you know what? Like this one falls into. This kind of falls into that like Die Hard category, you know, of like movies that were set around Christmas time, but they're not hardcore Christmas movies. It's not like about Santa Claus or about one of the elves or about the Grinch. It's just set in like the month of December.
It's not like the Gremlins, right?
That's another one, I guess.
Which had everything to do with Christmas. Yeah, same exact thing. Like setting Christmas had nothing to do with it, but can riff on this list apparently because Home Alone did extremely well. Yeah. In fact, I didn't know that generationally speaking that people would even know what Home Alone is because it was so old, but it's a classic now, and so people still do watch the show. I mean, Macaulay Culkin's like, what, he's in his 20s or he's in his 30s now?
I think he's in his 30s. Yeah, I think he's in late 20s or 30s. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they cast another Home Alone, had Macaulay Culkin come back, move in with his parents again because he's down on his luck, and did they do Home Alone 4? If they didn't, that should be Home Alone. He moves back in with his parents.
It sounds more like a reality TV show. That's probably what's going to happen here pretty soon.
We should pitch that. That's not a bad idea.
Home Alone, the true story.
The reality show, Force him to move in with the actors that played his parents. Number 2 on our list of AMC holiday movies is It's. Are we saying at the same time?
Wow. Go for it, bro.
It's a Wonderful Life. There we go.
Nailed it.
Classic Christmas movie.
Is that a bell? I can hear it ringing. That's right.
Angel gets its wings.
And the teacher, I guess. But you know what? If the angel is a teacher,
thank you for saving that for me. Yes.
Specifically the teacher. The angels could be teaching each other how to be angels.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Nobody talks about the angel train the trainer aspect.
That's what I'm saying.
How do angels learn to be angels? Somebody's got to teach them.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about.
You ring the bell, teacher gets its wings.
Yes.
Clearly.
Classic movie. It's a Wonderful Life. Number 2 on the list. Worthy of being there.
Okay.
Number 1
is. I was going to let you take this one.
No, this is yours.
All right, fine.
This is yours.
Elf.
And show over. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, can I be honest?
Yes.
Never saw this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
But do you know what Elf is about?
Yeah, it's like with Will Ferrell, and like he's like an elf, and like he comes back from the North Pole. And I don't know why I didn't see this. It's just I never saw this movie.
It's a very endearing movie, very sweet movie. Has a good heart, and And did you know that, I think his name is Peter Billingsley?
Uh-huh.
He was the boy from Christmas Story. He actually is in the movie as one of the elves along with Will Ferrell.
Oh, that's awesome.
Trivia for you
the dude
guys out
with
there.
that shoots his eye out.
Yeah. Boy that shoots it out. But Elf, holiday classic. Everybody loves that movie.
And Kev, we have our own.
We do, yeah.
All right, so these are our top 3 favorite holiday movies. Because, well, I mean, in fact, I made this list before I even looked at this list, so I'm gonna go 3 up. I'm gonna just rush through these really quick. So, number 1 is Christmas Vacation. For reasons I already described, it's just such a great classic. You can turn it on. In fact, you can turn this on anytime, like even during the 4th of July. It's a great movie. Number 2, Gremlins. I already mentioned it.
Okay.
Nothing better than water falling on a cute little furry animal and then disgusting beasts crawling out of its back.
Nothing better than that.
Nothing better than that. And then number 1, Christmas Story, because it is such a classic. In fact, I believe I think it is. It's AMC maybe. I think they do a 24-hour Christmas Story marathon.
Yes.
My dad hates this movie. My mom loves it. So we always got to watch.
24 hours straight. Hopefully he does not shoot his eye out in one of
He's got multiple
hour
chances
22. Plenty of chances. My list, there are some overlaps here, which maybe this means these are the right answers here.
Sure,
but I also said National Lampoon Christmas Vacation.
I agree with that.
Chase,
Boom,
well
boom.
done. I also said Christmas Story. And my third one was The Grinch that we named. But I'm going to give an honorable mention.
Okay.
I'm going to throw in The Muppets Christmas Carol as an honorable mention.
A good one.
I feel like it's kind of like Elf, has a really good heart to it. Everybody loves The Muppets. Fake snow, Christmas. I'm a fan. I'll tune in.
You're just into it, bro.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
awesome. So let us know, what are your favorite Christmas movies? What are the ones that you watch every single Christmas you can't do without? And which ones could you definitely do without and just don't want to see?
That would be really interesting. The hated Christmas movies. Even if you hate some of the ones that we mentioned as well, we'd love to know why you hate them.
Let us know.
Yes.
Kev.
You can find me at KevSoup on Twitter, and KevSoup.com is the website. Check it out. Thanks for watching.
Absolutely. You guys can find me at Nick Uhas on Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, YouTube, Facebook. I don't even have a
Friendster. Yeah.
At Nick Uhas for everyone.
Yes.
But thank you so much for watching. We do a new video every week. We will see you next week. And don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.
See you later.
If you liked this video, click here to subscribe. New videos every week.